In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do sample number 23, which is a blind hem but done by hand this time. So on your worksheets, it will probably say shirt hem. We're not doing a shirt hem, instead it's being replaced by a blind hem stitch but done with a needle. Let me show you what you need to get started. First, as always, you'll get this template and you'll need to cut it out. You can mark, it doesn't really matter on these, but the warp would go in this direction, and you can mark that with your ruler, and you'll get your fabric sample ready, and go ahead and do that. Similar to the other blind hem stitch we did, you will need to, as you can hopefully see, first fold 1/2 inch and then fold 1 inch. So it's a double fold here, but only the first fold, you know, is a 1/2 inch, and then the second one is 1 inch. And then you'll want to iron that, and you'll need to get a hand needle like this, little hand sewing needle, and some thread. And then this was not folded the correct width, but it will do just fine for showing you. When you put thread on here, just give yourself some good length. You know, it doesn't really matter if it's too long. You just don't want it to be too short. And you're going to put it through, but you're not going to put the string on like all the way. You're going to leave a tail like this. And you're going to need to basically hold this tail and maintain it while you're doing this. And you will start on one end, and you will just do, you know, a hand-tied knot, you know, just shoelace knot. That's fine, because we are doing it by hand, so we can't back stitch, right? So when I started this piece, you know, I just started right here on the edge, and I did a knot. And basically with hand, it doesn't matter if you go left to right or right to left. The point is that you start at one side and you knot it, and then I'll start on this end just so I can kind of show you. Pretend I knotted it, and you basically want the needle to go inside this double fold box, and you want it to come out at a certain point. And you just want to, like, just as close to that edge as possible, snag the littlest amount of fabric possible. I have maybe like 2 threads from this fabric in that. And I pull it through, and so most of the string goes to the inside. Yeah, this thing's getting caught. Like that. And then it would just end up making a tiny little dot on this side. So if your stitches end up being really long and really big, you will need to redo them, because they need to be as tiny and as small as possible, like little dots. So then after I snag the fabric here a little bit, then I would just go right, push the needle back inside this box, right? And then I would just kind of come out again, some little place, and just grab just this little smallest amount of thread. So I'm basically, you know, we're doing the same thing, but it's just by hand. And now I have a second dot right here. I can't even actually really find it. Yeah, it's right there. So that is how you do the blind hem by hand, and you'll just go ahead and do it all the way across.